Hi, my name is Derrick Rose. I'm a fourth year acting student, a senior at UCLA. I'm just getting out of class, and this film is actually due in about an hour and a half, so wish me luck. Um, yeah, one thing that my grandmother always told me was, baby, please smell every flower because promise is not given to every hour. What this means is to enjoy the simple pleasures of life because tomorrow is promised to no man. One thing that I really enjoy doing is meeting new people. Recently, I was lucky enough to have crossed paths with a beautiful soul by the name of Christy. Christy is homeless, and she was gracious enough to have allowed me to interview her. In doing this interview, what I wanted to do was break down some common American stereotypes or prejudices that we tend to hold against homeless people. Things like, they're indigents, they're less than people, oh, they're dirty, don't shake their hand. What I wanted to do was, instead of asking her about all the trauma that has plagued her life or the negative things that have happened in her life, I wanted to ask her about her happiest memory as a child or her earliest memory. And I wanted to do this to show everyone that watches it that we as humans, no matter what our ethnic background is, no matter what our socioeconomic status is, are more alike than we are different. Christy is homeless. She is also undocumented, but most importantly, she's human. And this is her story.
What was the earliest memory that you have from your entire life?
Oh my goodness. My grandpa passed away 2 years after I was born, and by this time he had been suffering with blindness. But this is something that I still barely remember, and I'm telling you barely because it's fading. Back a few years back, it was a bit fresher, but I remember before he passed, I remember being a little girl. I remember my hands going for these cookies that had jelly in the middle. I remember my grandpa loved them, and my dad bought them for him. And my grandpa, or I think it was backwards, like my dad bought them for me or something, but I would go and give them to my grandpa. I would get the box from the cupboard, and I remember feeding them to my grandpa. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember his face, but I remember the feeling. And I remember my hands reaching for the cupboard and getting the cookies. So, yeah, that's my earliest memory that I can remember. Because he passed away when I was about to turn 2, so it couldn't have been older than maybe a year and a half. But it's good to know that, I can still remember my grandpa getting in the way. It's good.
Okay. On that note, what was the most happy, exciting, or joyous memory of your childhood?
Summers in the Boys and Girls Club. I met a lot of good friends there, people I wish I would have kept in touch with. I met my first love there. I met people there. I had fun experiences with my friends. I was in places. I was in the Boys and Girls Club in Pasadena. Not Pasadena, Lincoln Heights. And summers running barefoot, being carefree, being away from him. Things in the 90s, growing up in the 90s, I remember those blue raspberry lollipops. I remember the Jolly Ranchers, the dances we went to, the movies we saw, the things that we did as kids. Chasing the fat cat around. Literally, they had like this big fat cat, and we chased him around. He was huge. He looked like a dog. Yeah, I remember chasing him around. I remember swimming in the pool. I remember the counselors. I remember the summer camp we went to. Just a lot of good childhood memories were my friends. Yeah, happiness, summer, life, being able to be myself, be able to be a little kid, be able to enjoy those moments. That's my fondest memory. That's the happiest memory I have of growing up. Like, yeah, being surrounded by friends, having people to laugh with, That's what made